I'm a tricky little swine, I'm a trickster. I'm a raven, I'm a playful coyote, looking for mischief.
Well, you heard it right. A comedian stepping onto the stage, introducing himself with a charm so playful it could easily be mistaken for a joke. But as they say, jokes are half meant true. What do you think of this clip that was from a long time ago? Fast forward to this day, when Russel Brand finds himself under the relentless glare of numerous unsettling allegations. Suddenly, what he once casually shared with the media is emerging as a subtle hint to a possible hidden chapter in his record of deeds. The pieces of this puzzle are falling into place, leaving us all in contemplation.
In his autobiography, Russel Brand wrote about being treated for sex addiction. But I wanted to know, what does that really mean? How does sex addiction manifest itself?
Russel Brand is no stranger to struggles. And one thing that's pretty noteworthy is how open he's been about battling sex addiction. Now here's the real question. Does this shed light on a different side of his story, one that takes his comedy career on a roller coaster ride through a bunch of controversies? Hold on, there's even more to this story. Get ready for some juicy details that could really shake things up in the world of media, where famous people are facing all these accusations. Well, first off, this isn't convincing enough if we don't have visual evidence. So let's take a look at these clips and try to spot the hidden agendas.
Russell. All right, take care. Russell, how can I do your bra just like this? Please, I love you.
Whoa! This is actually a clip where you can't spot anything hidden because it's already obvious. This candid encounter was captured on camera back in 2012. What started as a lighthearted conversation took a surprising turn when Russel Brand playfully grabbed and kissed the interviewer, even joking about unhooking her bra. Now let's get to know the lady at the center of this unexpected moment. As you can see from the video, she handled the situation with professionalism. Her name is Liz, and she's an Australian TV journalist. And to wrap it all up, Liz concluded the show with the cheeky remark, "The naughty Russell ended the day." In an article from an independent writer, Katie Rosinski said, "We just didn't bother to question it." In Brand's mid-noughties heyday, remarks like this were seen as edgy, but acceptably so. They might have elicited nervous laughter, but laughter all the same. However, here's another clip of him with an interviewer who is pleasingly shocked by Russel Brand's gestures.
Oh my God! That noise. Baby box. Dun, dun, dun. Come on.
Oh my God, he's kissing me. Oh, wow. Okay.
Everything's okay.
Now that we've watched those video clips, how about we switch gears and listen to some audio? We started with a show interview, and now we're moving on to a podcast.
Oh, and also I raped someone once. But yeah, you know, you got the insecurity. I killed her after.
Just to contextualize it loud and clear, Russel Brand fearlessly dropped the most disturbing joke. "Oh, I've raped someone once and killed her after." What you hear is perhaps the truth. Russel Brand might have answered questions before that should have been expressed to this day. Well, just another compilation of plausible clips that have recently emerged, shedding light on the breaking news surrounding his numerous allegations of sexual misconduct. This video was a Richard Herring's Leicester Square Theatre podcast in 2013, apparently in the past 24 hours. This video from YouTube was deleted already since the issue about Russel Brand made groundbreaking news in the media. However, we found a website that can exclusively reveal it. Credits to Mail Online. Want to watch out for more?
I've done another triangle. Little kid. Oh, this is great. Kid of a triangle. Hey, that's too much.
In the same video, he cracked some truly disturbing jokes. He talked about the ancient Greeks supposedly having sex with children while they were busy inventing mathematics, saying something like, "They didn't mind it, did they? They were clever, weren't they?" Then, he acted out a weird scene saying, "I'm fucking a little kid, this is great, fuck the kid with the triangle, no, that's too much." He also joked about adults such as babysitters performing sex acts in front of children, including him. Which comedian can navigate through a wide range of dramas and deliver a diverse palette of humor that keeps you on the edge of your seat? While comedy often brings laughter to many, there are times when certain jokes cross the line, touching on sensitive topics like rape, murder, pedophilia, homelessness, and racism. Russel Brand, for instance, brutally crafted humor out of these controversial areas. This can be obviously below the belt. Russell Brand does really have a thing in different angles in the media. Aside from interviews and podcasts, Brand and his one movie from 2010 resurfaced in the midst of his controversy. What's actually intriguing in this movie is that it involves the famous royalty Prince Harry. For some who might not know, Prince Harry married an actress named Meghan Markle. Meghan was one of the actresses that Russell Brand worked on in this film entitled Get Him to the Greek. So what's the issue in this part? Well, Brand just bragged in an interview exposing himself that he and Meghan Markle kissed just a week before she married Prince Harry.
Meghan Markle didn't know at the time because she weren't married to a royal person, so I weren't paying attention. Well, I think in it, I don't remember the film that much because, you know...
You're still out of it then.
Still out of it. But I think I planted one on her. I think
Brand acknowledged that he didn't have a vivid recollection of the film, attributing it to his ongoing battle with addiction when he was still not fully recovered. The list of famous names connected to Russell Brand is far from over. It's not just the actresses he once dated who have stories to share, but also some of the close family and friends of the women he had relationships with in the past. Georgina Bailey reflects on a difficult period in her life following the Sachs incident and her involvement with Russell Brand. In 2008, Russell Brand prank called her grandfather, Andrew Sachs, falsely claiming that Georgina had a romantic relationship with him. Brand and his presenter, Jonathan Ross, outrageously made a phone call to Sachs, shouting, "He fucked your granddaughter." This whole mess got people really mad. Brand lost his BBC Radio 2 gig, and Ross got a 12-week timeout. Georgina Bailey, known for her role with the Satanic Sluts burlesque group, didn't hold back and gave the BBC a piece of her mind for playing those messages. Fast forward a couple of years to 2016 when Sachs passed away. Brand decided to do the right thing and wrote a heartfelt letter of apology. He said he was genuinely sorry for all the trouble and pain that the whole scandal caused. He even said sorry for messing up Sachs's family relationships and his peace of mind. In an honest conversation with Channel 4, Georgina shared, "It was a very, very dark time. I was full of shame and self-hatred. Victim blaming was the main consequence. I just fell into a booze and drugs lifestyle. That was pretty dark. I am lucky to be alive, to be honest." When the interviewer asked about how he felt about Russell Brand, she said, "There's no point in saying anything about this. He's going to get away with it because he's Russell Brand. We couldn't end this video without any remarkable supporting details towards every hint that we've mentioned, right? So what's next? Brace yourselves as we delve through the opinions of his fellow comedians about Russell Brand's sexual misconduct." In another tweet, comedians Rosie Holt and London Hughes showed their support for the alleged victims. London Hughes took to Twitter to share her thoughts on Russell Brand, and she didn't hold back. She expressed that she's no longer surprised by the allegations. Rosie Holt also tweeted a real score about how money and fame can be used to get away from crimes. The support shown by his fellow comedians like Rosie Holt and London Hughes for the alleged victims highlights the importance of standing with those who come forward with allegations, signaling a shift towards a more empathetic and accountable entertainment industry. Aside from this, prominent figures in the media world have shared their thoughts on Russell Brand's situation. The CEO of Channel 4, Alex Mahan, didn't hold back in expressing her deep concern. She pinpoints the allegations made against Russell Brand as horrendous and says it is clear that terrible behavior towards women was historically tolerated in the TV industry.
The allegations made against Russell Brand are horrendous. And as the CEO of Channel 4 and as a woman in our industry, I found the behavior described in Dispatches and the Sunday Times and the Times articles disgusting and saddening.
Mahan also added, "But what is clear to me is that terrible behavior towards women was historically tolerated in our industry, and the clips we've seen as well provide a rather shocking jolt when one realizes what appeared on air not that long ago." She said, "The media is really buzzing with such strong theories and opinions. This is just an example that whatever it is that is taped and filmed in the media firebacks to anyone at any kind of the day. So it is essential to be mindful of what you broadcast as it may cast back on you." Russell Brand just created a career comedy now down to multiple controversies. As we come to the end of this roller coaster of stories, let's stay curious and keep our eyes peeled for what's next. Who knows, more issues might pop up, or perhaps we'll finally get some closure. We'll be here to keep you updated and see if your hunches were on the mark. Share your thoughts with us in the comments section, and don't forget to hit that like and share button. Stay tuned, subscribe, and never miss out on the next thrilling controversy.